But the way that it typically works is a brand will brief an agency. That agency will say, okay, great. And let's use an example of, we're Sanctuary Spa and we're launching a new brand called Being by Sanctuary. It's a younger brand. It's more fun. It's about celebrating and inclusivity and creativity, and just being a brand that sparked a lot of joy. And that was something they wanted to do. So they would go to their agency and say, we want to launch Being by Sanctuary Spa. And because it's about young people and it's about this idea of inclusivity and it's a brand for everyone, we want to get that across. So the influencer agency might say, okay, well, let's find some influencers who can get that message across. They'll find those influencers. They'll negotiate back and forth. They'll say, do you want to be part of this campaign with Being by Sanctuary? And then influencers might say, I can't, I'm already in partnership with Olay, or I already work with Glossier and have an exclusivity deal. So they might have to source more influencers. And then they negotiate on all of those prices. They say, we need you to do a story in this and it should be worth this much. And they go back and forth and back and forth. And that part can take a lot of time. Finally, the influencer will go and create the content according to what's been negotiated and what's been agreed with the brand. And they'll post that content. But in the loop in between, the brand will want to see that content and approve what's being said. Make sure that everything's spelled correctly in the caption, or that the brand's core communications about the brand being fun and exciting and colorful and creative and inclusive is really being conveyed. The agency will keep providing that feedback to the influencer, and they'll do that in a loop over and over until there's an agreement. But oftentimes, you'll find at this point, there's a real grappling between a brand, agency, and influencer on exactly how things are communicated. Because an influencer wants to be in control of how they communicate to their audience to sound most authentic, and for their creativity to fit the look and feel of their page or their channel. But the brand is also, working with them and partnering with them. So they want to make sure that their communications come across as well in that post and exchange. It finally gets approved, it gets posted, and on we go.